What's up everybody, it's your girl Savvy Say. We are going to be talking about the Monstera Deliciosa and how to propagate it. So here behind me I have my beautiful Monstera. I've had it for a little while now, and I have been continuing to take cuttings from this plant, propagate it in water, and then eventually pot it up, and I have been gifting them to friends and family. So this plant is extremely beautiful. It's stunning, especially when its leaves reach maturity. So when the leaves reach maturity, a lot of them will have these holes in them, and that is why it gets its name, also known as Swiss cheese. There are several cuts already on this plant from where I have taken cuttings in the past, and I have gifted them to almost every single friend or family member that I have. So today, I do want to take a cutting for a family member, and so I'm going to be taking a cutting from this and rooting it in water and then potting it up. But one of the main reasons you will want to do this is to be able to give it away as a gift, because this is such a beautiful plant and it is very trendy. It is a great way, easy way to use in your house as home decor, and it's just beautiful. It's a stunning plant and it's so easy to propagate. This plant has become so popular, and now they are very hard to come by for one, or if you do come by them, they are very expensive because now they are trending. So the easiest way to continue on this plant without having to purchase something that's so expensive is to just take a cutting. This plant hails from the rainforest, so it loves humidity and it loves hot summers, and it definitely enjoys bright sun. Directly in front of a south-facing window, it seems to love it there. I am starting to get a bunch of aerial roots coming out. That is like a bonus to where you want to take a cutting, because it will speed up the process on the rooting. So there are again nodes on this plant, and there will be a first node and a second node. You can cut it at the first node, however, it will root faster at a second node. And I'll bring you in closer and show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as where the nodes are and what to look for. Timing is very important when you are starting to consider propagating your plant. You want to take a cutting during its active growing season, spring or summer, mostly preferably in summer. Let's dive in here and dissect this plant. Here you can see this is where I have taken a cutting before, and a new one has grown out. This is an aerial root. If you take a cutting with an aerial root, it will most definitely root way faster than without one. So here we would have a first node, a second node, and a third node. A first node with an aerial root, and then we come down second node with another aerial root. This would be a great spot right here, cut diagonal with a pair of clean shears. This would be a great spot to propagate, and you want to have at least one leaf. This particular location has 3 leaves, which is great. This is some new growth here. That would be a beautiful cutting. This has 1 leaf here, 2 leaves here, but this is the first node. You would want to cut it down here at the second node. With these 2 aerial roots, it would definitely root quickly. I don't want to take any of my new growth that already has the cuts in the leaves, so I'm considering taking this one. And I'm going to cut it right down in here under this node, and it has the aerial root starting to form, and it has at least 3 leaves. If your cutting already has some aerial root growth, the process will be much faster. Think of it as like a head start. Get that cut, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. See that little aerial root starting to form right here. And I'm just gonna cut right below that. So there we have it. We just took our cutting. First node, second node, one aerial root, and one forming. We're gonna put this in some purified water, put it in a bright location, and it can take a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, it just depends. This is like a head start. This aerial root is gonna really help the process go a lot faster. And once you have a root ball full of roots, then you would just pot it up in some soil. Keep the soil moist for the first few days because it is going to be used for growing in water. Then once it has been acclimated to the soil, you can fall back on watering because you don't want to overwater it, but you just want to keep it moist enough because it was used to growing in water. When you do put your cutting in water, you want to be sure to check the water and change the water every couple of days whenever you notice that the water has gotten cloudy. Once the water is cloudy, just discard of that water and replace the water, and it's too easy. In a few weeks, you will have a brand new plant to give to somebody or just to have another addition in your house. I'm guilty of that. I have these plants everywhere, from my children's room to their playroom to our office. They are all over our house because it is just so beautiful, so stunning, and it is just too easy. And hopefully you propagate your plant as well and continue to share and spread love with this beautiful plant.